Hey, Snakeo here with another figure review. This time we have the Transformers Prime Voyager Ultra Magnus Beast Hunters. I only have one last Autobot left to do, and then we're on to Decepticons. I don't know why you get sound effects this time, but roll with it. I normally do. He is sporting a reused mould. This is the Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Voyager Optimus Prime with the Mech Tech Powerizer gimmick. Kinda, because he has the ARMS Micron ports here, which yeah, I'm not quite sure why. And he's also missing the smokestacks here. And then of course he has all of this here. Short of that, it's pretty much the exact same mould as far as I'm aware. Oh, and yeah, new windscreens. Excuse me. It's an okay Transformer. If you had to get one out of, you know, him, this RID Prime or the first edition, I definitely think the first edition is the better. But if you had no choice but to get the RID, then it's a perfectly acceptable figure. My nephew had one, and I saw it, which is what made me choose to get the first edition one. But like I said, it's an okay figure. So let's go over this guy. He's sporting this nice kind of like sky blue. It's got some nice details in it. It's honking this trailer, so to speak, which is a rocket pack stroke hammer. This actually unclips just here, which I will show you. It's kind of a bit fiddly because his shoulders like to get in the way, and it's really snug in there. There you go. Without that, put them down, and that's the vehicle. And then this is like a backpack, which the problem is when you try and pull it out, that wants to open up, but we'll go over into that later. Like I said, it's a nice vehicle. It's just got the simple blue plastic throughout, pretty much. I come undone when I did that. With the dark blue on the roof, some silver down the bottom, some grey plastic for the grille and for the lights, a little bit of paint on the lights here and on the screen, and a bit of paint on the shoulders there. Not really much to go on, but yeah, it's nice enough. You got some panels in there, some bolts and rivets here, rivets all over down here. It's got some nice details. It's a nice little toy. One of the main gripes I had with this one compared to the first edition, it's a lot shorter, and I do have the first edition here, but he's in his robot mode. But the first edition comes to about here when transformed, whereas this is, like I said, there. But a few other size comparisons. There is Deluxe Ratchet, Deluxe Robots in Disguise Bumblebee, and Deluxe Wheeljack. And finally, Deluxe Robots in Disguise Viacom. Let's get all these out the way. Knock that paint over because it's in the way. So it's an okay size scale. You know, it's bigger than a Deluxe, but like I said, the first edition for Prime is better in my opinion. Anyway, I'm not talking about Prime, we're talking about Ultra Magnus. I know of Ultra Magnus. I've seen him in G1, I've seen him in animated, I've seen him in games, and seen him blah 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 blah. I think he's a cool character. He's not exactly my favourite Transformer, and I'm not that really bothered about him at all. But I like him in the series, in Transformers Prime series, and I like the actor who I do like him, and I've forgotten his name. He's like Michael Fish. No, I can't remember his name. But he voices Sam Fisher in the Splinter Cell series, apart from the latest one. He's been in numerous things. He's in Starship Troopers. He's been in Smallville. He's been in like everything. He's one of those actors that's just been around so long. He's in everything. A bit like Clancy Brown, who voices Silas in the Transformers Prime series, who also does Lex Luthor in the Justice League series. Who does, yeah, he's done everything as well. So let's move on. So, like I said, been over the details, it's really nice. Been over the accessories, really nice. Let's go over the transformation. To transform this bad boy, you want to grab this here, is just one panel. You want to just unhinge it from the top here. just there. See, it just pegs in just there. Same on the other side. Then you bring them all the way down, like so. And what I actually saw my nephew doing with his Prime was using them as a flying truck, because they do cloak wings. Flight Tech, but no, it goes on Flight Tech. Which, actually, I'll show you that quickly before we do that. Take the hammer off so it's easier to get it in. If you lift these up and put these on, you can actually, as I put this on, you can actually have him in a flight mode. I believe like one of the Optimus Primes from the movie figures. It looks a bit weird if you ask me. Kind of looks a bit better, maybe, if you do that. Man, that panel's really in there. This thing's only pop off now. I can't get everything undone. There you go. But it still looks weird if you ask me. It's a flying truck. Looks like something out of Cars, the movie. Like Mater got a flying truck. But anyway, these are on hinges and they go up and down. I actually prefer this one's look to Optimus's version. But anyway, moving on. Like I said, to transform, bring these down. You then want to kind of unpeg the front grille, which is pegged in there and there, and a few little notches here and here. But don't do the whole way, just get it to there. You want to lift up that and extend that to there, and then you want to grab you want to untab this kind of like zigzag going down here. The whole of this panel, then the wheel, rotates 90 degrees that way. So you just pull it down, just there, see how I've broken it, and then bring it down, and fold that up to there. So same on the side. Let's get that out of the way. Man, that just doesn't wanna. Go on, you know you wanna. Come on, you know you wanna. This one doesn't wanna. It's really in there. There we go. It's kind of like clipped on by that part, clips into this part, and this part clips into that part. So cool, I've got a bit of glimmer going from the wheels. Sorry. Bring that down to there, and that to there, and that, believe it or not, is his back. Okay, you then separate the hands, or the arms here, and then separate these shoulders. Now these shoulders are very, very peculiar, which we'll get into in a minute. Bend these down a bit, and then get these to clear out of the way. We'll sort the legs out in a bit. Now, these are going to hinge here outwards, but at the same time you have to kind of rotate them on that there. So they're very weird. So you have to kind of pull, and hinge. See, like I did there? I'll show you again. Oh, got a message. Ignore that. So pull, hinge, just like that. And that's where you want it out, like that. Okay. And then we'll do the shoulders. Extend these. Now, you'll see, if I can show you on one of these, if I rotate the arms around, actually, you might be able to see it a bit better. There we go, got the arm around. Right, you see, all blurry, there's a big old cut out part in this, that's for the rotation. So if you extend it out like that, and then you rotate it around like that, and then bring that down, and it will click into place like that. So let's rotate the arm, bring that forward, just all in front, rotate the arm around like that, and then extend that out like that. You can see in there's a little swivel. My camera for some reason autofocusing, doesn't want to do that. A little swivel on that point there. So you rotate it round, and at the same time push down, and then push it all the way down, it will click into place. Okay, now point these straight up, like that. So we come right here, and we bring this little tabby bit here, just there, that's coming down, so like that. And then you want to bring the whole thing down 90 degrees. Then we'll get the head up, bring that up, and then the accordion is going to go through this big bit here, it's going to go through that gap. So accordion it all the way up, and then clip the chest and shoulders into place. They all kind of friction in there, they don't actually clip. So, okay, almost there. Bring the hands down. Bring that hand down, rotate that arm, let's saw the feet out. So we need to separate this here, there's a couple of pegs there and there, so separate. And then you want to bring the foot out, and then there's a hinge basically here. Bring that all the way down, and then this is on a ball, rotate it around, and then bring the knee or shin guard down. That you don't actually need to, you can leave that down, it doesn't actually get in the way. Just to show you Sorry, a bit blurry there. There we go. We have Ultra Magnus. Not quite sure why I'm doing that. You can flare the shoulder pads out a bit more if you like. My one's got quite weak hip joints. He's quite loose, so he likes to do the splits. But there we have Ultra Magnus, and this guy is huge. What can I say about this guy? He's got some nice paint apps all over. He's not got the best, he's not got the most accurate paint apps. I was looking on pictures and there's a few paint mistakes up here. These are nowhere near this big. They only actually pretty much come up to about here. So they're nowhere that big. What else? I can't think. There was a few others. And yeah, there's his backpack. So that's what I don't like about this one. Excuse me. Compared to the first edition. Don't like that massive backpack, as you can see it quite clearly from the front. Whereas with size comparison time, this one, yes, you can see it, but it's nowhere near as noticeable. Focus. There we go. But you know, they should be the same scale. They should be the same size, but they're not. So I have an idea. I'm waiting for one of these to arrive, and when it does, I'm going to try and make this into one of these. So a first edition Ultra Magnus, hopefully. We shall see. I have a few theories about the shoulders, and that's my only real problem. Anyway, moving on. Like I said, size comparison. So there's is with the first edition Voyager Prime. Here is with the first edition, the Robots in Disguise Viacom. Here is one of the Wreckers. Bulkhead. We need to bring this like all over. Stand up straight. And here he is with Wheeljack, the other Wrecker, who he has so much fun with. So, you know, he's a really good figure for this scale. Fits in really, really nicely with them. So, very happy with that. Moving on. Let's go over his accessories. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm in a bit of a weird mood now. I'm enjoying the last few minutes of my peace and quiet while it's lasting. Right, it comes with the jetpack which I showed you earlier, which I'll put that on in a minute because it's a bit of a bummer. It comes with this hammer, which is the Forge of Solace, and it's got some okay sculpt to it. It's not really anything wow. I don't know why my camera's all gloomy. Let's try wiping that. Wipe it. No, for some reason my camera is very gloomy for some reason. Anyway, it comes with, like I said, the Forge of Solace. It's not got any wow details, but it's okay. If I get it to focus. The only main problem I have with it is it's supposed to be pretty much the same size as him. Yeah, ready? Yay, it's the same size as him! Yeah, it's like supposed to be like that tall, so dang you. But you know, like I said, it's got a nice bit of silver and grey plastic just glued together. It doesn't rotate or anything. It's got a peg here, so if you wanted to, when you've got the jetpack on, you can peg it into there. You can't actually peg it into anything, but it does hold it very nicely. So that's pretty cool, pretty funky, pretty good. I suppose you can peg it. Suppose you can peg it onto that if you wanted to. Not quite sure why you want to, but you can if you so choose. Don't really know what the point of them is. That was great English. Okay, so I said it's like doing the splits, trying to dance. It comes with 2 missiles, which go in his shoulders, and they just clip in there like that. And then you can actually hinge that down and then push the grey part in. You know, I had this problem last time I did a video of this, but there you go. And they're pretty perfect, to be honest. Now, someone else pointed this out to me, that you can actually put these on this way to give them like a G1 look. I vaguely remember that, but I don't remember it all that accurately. So that's cool that you can do that. So you can have like missile launcher. Kind of explains why he has such massive shoulders that they're actually weapons. That's pretty funky. And then finally he has his jetpack, like I said. Now you can clip this on, but it's a bit of a bummer to do. You have to bring this out all the way to there, go around to the back of him, and you have to stand up, boy. Angle these about there. Cannot get him to stand up. Now the reason why you there you go. The reason why you have to angle them is because they have to fit into these little grooves. Ha and ha. So you start off by clipping it onto the little bolt just there, and then bringing it down. It should just clip on to the bit where the roof actually clips into the vehicle. There you go. Then you need to line up these parts here and here, and that is him with his jetpack on. I'm not quite sure why they gave him a jetpack, because spoiler alert, he never has a jetpack in the series. And then you can just extend these up and out, and you can have him in his fly mode. Only he can't look up, so fly mode looking down. I can't get him in. Let's go to back. They're okay, but they're kind of not really sticking out much, so they're not really going to give something this big that much lift. But whatever. Cartoons, the rules of physics don't count. Bring that down, bring that down, and then the hammer, as I said, can just go there. You can do it at an angle if you want, or there's actually a peg with a bit of groove in there. Now, if I just give the hammer back. These missiles, as I started the video, they were there, but you can have them going on here if you wanted. So if you wanted to have like flying missiles and all that, yeah. Now to get this off is a pain in the backside, so pull it off there, detach, and then lift, and I said lift, and there we go. Close that down. Okay, and one last thing I will say is I did try and fit Prime's gun in his hand, and it doesn't really work, if I remember rightly. It doesn't quite. He holds it, but I don't think it looks all that good. I suppose that's not terrible, but you know. But he does actually use one of these in the series. I still think this gun just looks like so much better on him. But what you gonna do? Bye, Prime. Close them back up. Okay, so to transform him back, what you need to do is the reverse of what I just showed you. Okay, catch you guys later. Jokes. Is the old fiddly faddly fibbly. So start with the legs. So bring the knees up, hinge here, going inwards, and point toes inwards. You have to make sure he gets all the way up, and then that all the way in. When I first did this, I didn't. I just kind of went like that, and then they just don't go together. You have to make sure it goes all the way up and all the way in. Then clip that and that and that and that and that and that to go together. And then they will go to there. Which I believe he lies down. Yeah, with Prime you have to kind of do that and rotate. Right, then we need to bring these down to the right way for now. Bring the chest forward. So what I do is put my fingers here, and I pull from the shoulder there and on the chest there. Ta-da! Now you accordion that all the way down, and then it will, there we go. That has come all the way down. Okay, push that in so don't forget. Forgot to put that way as well one time. Rotate the glass to face that way, and then rotate these all the way around. Okay, extend, and then rotate like that, and then bring them up to about there. So on this one, extend, and then rotate, and bring that up to about there. Now this is that whole, like, we'll do one at a time. Let's get that out of the way. Bend it in, and at the same time, rotate that out. Now you want to get this part angled outwards, so that part is facing outwards. Bend hand down, and then that's going to go in there. But first, bring his old pretty little face up to about there, not fully, as you can see. So then you kind of go wiggle, hinge on there, rotate on there, wiggle, wiggle, boom. See? So bring that down, rotate that out, bring that up, and then hinge, wiggle, to there. Clip the forearms together, push the shoulder pads forward, and they can also be clipped together. They can go all the way to there, to there, to there, snug as a bug in a rug. Clip them onto there. Get the knee pads, shim guard things under there. And there's your truck completed. Nah, jokes. Okay, this is a bit of a fiddly bit. Okay, so what you need to do is you have to fold this panel up, but you have to kind of get these notches, which are unfocused, stupid blurry. These go under in there, while these have to line up with this. And you remember how much fun I had getting that out. Now you got to put it back in. So let's open it up and get that out of the way so we can see what we're doing. Right, so you have to kind of pull the arm back, push the wheel forward, and get that jigsaw kind of thing to line up. Same on this side. Pull the arm back, that forward, then push this forward. It should just clip. These big ones here do not like to go. You might have to give them a little bit of a... Come on. Let's try that the other way around. Oh, come on. You know you want that. It don't want that, does it? It really don't want it. There we go. 1, 2. Let's try doing that reverse. Let's try closing that first, see if it wants to go. I've tried this way before, but this side didn't work before. No, see, that don't work because you have to get it under. It's like you have to do a combination style. There you go, combination style. Push that under, in, yay, done. And then finally hook that back into there, peg that one back into there, bring that down, and you could put the shoulder pad back on if you want. I'm not going to. I'm just going to end the review here. There you go, guys. There is the Transformers Prime, Voyager, Ultra Magnus, Beast Hunters. Here's actually a really good representation for Ultra Magnus, and if you have a Robots in Disguise Prime, they'll go really, really well together. If you have the first edition, not so much, like I don't. So we shall see. Keep in touch, keep track, and I will hopefully have that custom one I was mentioning, and we'll be able to show you that and let you know what I got going on there. Anyway, guys, as per usual, thanks a lot for watching. Leave your comments below. Please subscribe, and I will catch you later. Bye bye.